Hello Divi Nation and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to download and install our free blog post template for Divi's Craft School Layout Pack. This is the final result we're aiming to achieve, so without wasting a lot of time, let's dive in and let's get started. All right, so the first thing you need to do is to head over to this blog post, which I'll link to in the show notes below. Next, you want to scroll down and click here on Get It for Free Today, and then enter your name and email address. Click on download and then download the files. Okay, so the files have been downloaded now on my computer. The next step now is to unzip this file. So I'm going to click here, show in Finder, and here it is. So as you can see, this is a .zip file. So you need to double click on it to unzip it. And now you need to go into the folder, and this is the file that we're going to be using in a moment. All right, so now it's time to go to our website. So I'm going to click here on this tab. So I've already gone ahead and logged into my WordPress admin dashboard, and I also have Divi installed. Next, let's take a look and see what our posts look like. So I'm going to come over here to my posts. I'm going to open this in a new tab, and then I'm going to click on this Hello World. So I'm going to click on View. So this is the layout. So as you can see, this is a standard layout that shows up when you install Divi for the first time. So what we're trying to do here is to fully customize this and have our own design. So what I'm going to do now is to install our template that we've just downloaded. So I'm going to come over here to Divi, click on Theme Builder. Next, you want to click here on Portability, and then click on the Import tab. Next, remember that file that we unzipped. Here it is again. Make sure it's a .json file. I'm going to drag it over here, and then I'm going to click on Import Divi Theme Builder Template. Okay, so now we have our template installed. I'm going to click on Save Changes. Now let's take a look and see if this has changed our blog post. So I'm going to refresh this. And as you can see, this has transformed our layout. So this is what it looks like. We have our title here, and over here we also have our content area and email subscribe. And when I scroll all the way down here, we have our comments area as well, which is fantastic. So what I'm going to do next now is to go in and show you how to further customize this. So back over here, I'm going to go into the body of this template. So I'm going to click on this pencil icon. So let's start by, first of all, looking at our section settings here. Click on background. Now this is where our image is. So as you can see, we have a parallax effect here, and also this is a featured image. So whatever image that you use on your blog post, it will be shown over here. Okay, great. So the next step is to take a look and see how we can customize our title and also our metadata. So I'm going to come over here, click on this gear icon to go into my text settings. So here you can see that we have dynamic text. So our post or archive title is assigned over here. So if you want to make any design changes to this, just click on this paintbrush icon, and this will take you to your heading 1. So let's say you want to use a totally different font. You can just click here, and all your Google fonts are here, and you can just choose any of these to use in your design. So let's say you want to go with, this one here. You can see now just by doing that, this has changed. And you can also further customize the font. It's the font color by just coming over here. So as you can see, that's how easy it is. Next, if you want to perhaps reduce the size, you can do it by coming over here as well. Okay, so the next part is over here. Now, again, this can be customized in a similar way. This is all dynamic text. So to customize this, click on the paintbrush icon. And now we can change the font. So let's say, for example, for this one here, we choose Merriweather, and the colors, you can just choose your colors over here like that. So that's how easy it is. Okay, so that applies to all text areas on this part. Now let's move on to the next part. Now this is our post content. So I'm going to click on this gear icon to go into my post content settings. And the very first thing I need to take a look at here is my heading. So I'm going to click here on this paintbrush icon. It takes me now to my heading. So I'm going to start here with heading 1. So this is where you can choose to make this bold. You can change the colors. You can also change the font. So when you change the font here, this font will be applied pretty much across all the headings on all your blog posts on your website. So that is how powerful this is. Okay, so moving on, you can also adjust the size by making it bigger or smaller. And this is what you want to do pretty much throughout all these headings. So now I am on heading 2. And again, you can do the same thing. You can change your colors and the sizes and so on. If you want to change the paragraph, you can just click here on the paragraph. And this is where you would come in and change your fonts, your sizes, and your colors as well. Okay, now let's move on to our email opt-in. Now this requires a bit of work. Let me show you what I mean. So in order for you to grow your mailing list, you need to have an email service provider and you need to create a mailing list before you can connect this with Divi. So what you want to do once you've done that is to come over here to email account, click on the drop down and choose your email service provider. There's quite a few to choose from. So this is where you would choose your service provider. Now, once you've done that, the email list you have created will start showing up here. You want to make sure you click on the drop down and select your email list from your email service provider. That way, when people add their email address and hit subscribe, they will be added to the email list. Next, we want to decide what should happen when someone clicks on subscribe. So there's two options here. We can either show a message. So you can see here, the action is to display a message. And the other action is to add a redirect. So this is where you can add a custom redirect URL. My preference is this one because I can create a thank you page, which then takes people to a specific page. So this is where you would paste your thank you page. So pretty much that's all you need to make this work. Now, if you want to further customize this, if you click on this paintbrush icon, this is going to take you to the button. So let's say you want to change the color of your button. This is where you can just add your color just like that. And you can see here it's been updated. Okay, so I'm going to close out of here. Now let's move on to the next part. And the next part is the comments area. I'm going to click on this gear icon and this is going to show me my comments settings. So here you can, just pretty much throughout, I've been showing you how to use the paintbrush icon. If you click on that, it will take you to the exact same item that you want to make changes to. So for example, here, let's say I need to change this font. I can just do that, change the color. And if you want to change the size, you can just come over here, make it bigger or make it smaller. So you just have to go through all these items one by one to fully customize them the way you want. So again, you can see here, I'm changing the colors. I can change the font. I can also change the size, make it a bit smaller. And moving on, you can do all this even to the submit a content text. So this is your call to action. And we can also do the same to the forms. So pretty much this is how you can go in and customize this to use it on your own website to make sure that it matches the branding of your site. Now, once you've done all this, all you have to do is to save. So I'm going to click on this expand settings, click on save if you need to save it. In this case, I don't need to save this. So I'm just going to close out of here and then discard and exit. So in your case, you need to save. And then once you have saved everything, make sure you click here on save all changes. And then finally, this is going to be the design that's going to be applied throughout all your blog posts on your website. So there you have it. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and do follow us on our social media platforms. By doing so, you'll be notified every time we release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.